Lindsey Graham is dead, but the camera never stopped rolling. A new documentary just surfaced. Hundreds of hours of raw footage of the late US senator, caught completely unguarded for 3 straight years. The project is called Lindsey's Game, filmed by documentarian Alex Holder. The Wall Street Journal got access to the footage and spoke directly with Holder. What's in it? Graham on the phone with Trump, Netanyahu, the Saudi Crown Prince, Zelenskyy, the camera crew sitting just feet away the entire time. First bombshell, Graham was ready to fly to Florida and personally push Trump into joining Israel's bombing campaign in Lebanon. Then, Netanyahu got him on the phone and shut it down, said opening a second front in Lebanon while Iran was still live was a bridge too far. Graham didn't push back. He folded on the spot. Then, there's the moment US strikes on Iran actually began. Graham didn't hide his reaction. He told the crew he'd almost cried. He asked how long they'd been pushing for this, and he claimed Trump was just as thrilled, practically giddy about the operation. The footage also shows Graham flying in to meet Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman face-to-face. Holder says the Saudis treated him like a visiting head of state, and Graham himself seemed stunned by how close he'd gotten to the Crown Prince, closer than most senior US officials. In private, Graham cut down 2 of Trump's own inner circle, saying he couldn't work with them because they were too conflicted and that the Secretary of State should be running Middle East diplomacy instead. He also made a prediction that aged badly. Graham told Sullivan the war would turn decisively within a month, Iran losing its grip on major cities, other Arab nations jumping in. Months later, none of it happened. By June, the mood flipped. Graham was venting that Trump was letting the war slip away after signing a preliminary deal with Iran, and he was furious that Republicans weren't out publicly defending the war effort. Maybe the most revealing moment, Graham described the entire thing, global diplomacy, war, power brokering, as a game he was playing. Said it himself. If the documentary landed well, he'd take the credit. If it flopped, he'd blame it on communists and turn it into a fundraising pitch. And in his final weeks, Holder says Graham looked worn down, barely sleeping, still trying to finish off Iran's regime, lock in a Russia-Ukraine deal, and land a Saudi-Israeli normalization pact, all before the year was out. He kept saying there was no way he could die yet. Weeks later, he did, and what's left behind is a documentary that shows exactly how he saw himself, not as a senator, but as the last man holding the whole board together.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.